Today we're playing adventure games, the Grand Hotel Abaddon. So this game is made by KOSMOS, the same makers as Exit the Game, except this game focuses more on story than being like an escape room. So as you can see, this is the setup. There are location cards, there are adventure cards. Some of these will be items that we'll need to combine with either location or with each other. There are quite a lot of rules, and rather than trying to explain everything, I figured we can just explain as we go. So this game's 1 to 4 players. As you can see, there are 4 characters here, but today I'll be playing by myself. For solo play, I get to choose 2 of these characters. We have Susan Pendergast, a retired historian, Jack Keening, up-and-coming cook, Yu Hang Zhu, an occult author, and Yolanda Greenway, meticulous architect. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to choose the characters yet because we have the adventure book here, and I believe the first step is you read the first entry in this book. But also they have a helper app which will read it for you. So of course I'm gonna do that. So it says here, press 100 for the introduction. So I believe that just coincides with the first entry here, which says 100 also. All right, let's begin.
This morning, you arrived at the famous Hotel Abaddon to take part in a ceremony commemorating the 50th anniversary of a disaster. In 1876, the bell tower of the historic building was gutted by a fire, which also killed several people. The cause of the fire remains unclear to this day, and rumors about ghosts have surrounded the hotel ever since. You find this mystery fascinating. In addition, all of you have your own personal interests in the Hotel Abaddon. Yu Heng's father met his death in this hotel due to a fall, but how did the accident happen, and what was he doing here anyway? Yolanda has an interest in the unusual architecture of the building, which has been modified many times over the last 4 centuries, because her great-grandmother took part in one of the renovations. For Susan, the history of all the different uses the hotel has had, from monastery to manor house to military hospital to hotel, makes it a rich embodiment of historical developments. Jack is looking to find inspiration in the world-renowned award-winning cuisine coming out of the hotel's kitchen. On the evening of your arrival, the owner, Madame Fleureau, greets her guests in the opulently outfitted dining room. My dear guests, welcome to the Hotel Abaddon. I'm happy to be able to welcome you to our anniversary celebration, and I hope that you will enjoy your stay in this very interesting building. All of a sudden, the lights begin to flicker. A strange wailing sound fills the room. At first you think that it's the wind, but the sound grows more and more shrill. Then the lights go out completely, and Madame Fleureau stands in mute shock. Suddenly, a different sound penetrates the wailing, the loud ringing of a bell. Again and again, it strikes, so loud that the entire room seems to vibrate. With a dull crash, the great double door of the dining room slams shut, and with that, the noise abruptly ends, and the lights come on again. Good grief, mumbles Madame Fleureau. Our bell hasn't been working since the fire. The bell tower was completely destroyed and roped off. It hasn't been opened for 50 years. Where on earth can that ringing have been coming from? Unsettled, she goes to the door to look for an explanation in the lobby. She jiggles the handle and turns to face her guests. The door is stuck, but it doesn't even have a lock. What's going on? She wrings her hands helplessly. Fascinating, you think. Yet another riddle in the Hotel Abaddon. To be completely honest, you are feeling a little bit queasy too. But first, there's a practical detail to attend to. Getting the dining room door open. Take NPC 94 from the box. Place your figures on location card A, and place NPC 94 face up there as well. Take adventure cards M1 and R1 and read them out loud. Then read the location card A description in this adventure book out loud. And now it's completely up to you how things continue from there. 2 more things. For ease of reading, we will be abbreviating read entry with an arrow. And if an entry continues on the next page, we will indicate that with 2 arrows. So don't forget to keep reading. And now, read entry A.
Okay. So a lot of mysterious things happening here, a lot of spooky things. All right, so I had some actions here to do. Let me just go back. I need to look at location card A. So I guess I do have to pick my characters now. I think Yu Hangzhu's character is interesting because his father met his death. Maybe it'd be cool to play as him to investigate what happened. The cook seems kind of weird. He just wants to go there for interesting food. The historian's more interested in the past. And Yolanda's great-grandmother was involved in building the building, so that might be interesting too. I'm leaning towards these two characters, so why don't we just go ahead and choose them. So I'll put these two aside. Okay, so we got the characters, and I guess we can take out their personal cards. All right, let's see. Ooh, glass prism. It reflects the light in an extremely fascinating way, cannot be exchanged. And room key, the metal key tag looks pretty solid, cannot be exchanged, and it has the letter F on it. So something about exchanging is that when you're playing with multiple people, you collect items and you can share it with one another. And there's rules about when you can share, like you have to be in the same location. There's also a version you can play where you can just share items whenever you want. Since I'm playing by myself, of course, I'll just be sharing items with myself anytime I want. In fact, I'm probably just gonna keep it all in one place. Okay, now back to business. All right, now for Yolanda's items. We have another room key with a G on it. This one had F, and set square, a right triangle, the perfect ruler for architects. Now, back to business. We can put these aside and open location A. All right, we are in the lobby, and I believe this door is locked. And then we have to get NPC 94. And I believe she goes anywhere in the room. Okay, take adventure cards M1 and R1 and read them out loud. Okay. Chapter 1, you are stuck in the Grand Hotel Abaddon. Maybe the place really is haunted. To get out, you will first need more information about the hotel and its history. And since the ghostly phenomena are certainly related to the historic fire, you hope to get closer to solving the riddle by going to the burned out bell tower. Explore the hotel and find an entrance to the bell tower. Okay. Interact with NPCs. Talk to an NPC. Combine the letter of the location card where the NPC is with the number of his or her token and read the corresponding entry in the adventure book. Example, to talk to Madame Fleurot, 94, in the dining room, location card A, you would read A94. Combine an object with the NPC, combine the number of the adventure card with the number of the NPC, and read the corresponding entry in the adventure book. To combine object 85 with Madame Fleurot, you go to 8594. So I believe you put the lower number first. Okay, next we're supposed to read location A in the adventure book, but we're just going to use the helper app. A, and go.
You look around the dining room. The double door to the hotel lobby on the opposite wall is stuck shut, 101. On the wall are historical photographs, 201, 301, 401. Next to them, there is a box of switches set into a recess in the wall, 701. On a table near you is a decorated butter dish, 501. And on another dish is a half-eaten plate of fruit, 601.
I think I want to talk to her first. So let's do A94.
Madame Fleurot doesn't seem to be in the mood to chat. The mysterious incident has her worried. It isn't easy having to be responsible for such a strange building. And do you think that the guests are thankful for all my efforts? Of course not. I mean, would the occasional thanks or maybe a little gift now and then be too much to hope for?
Okay, so seems like she wants a gift. I am interested. Would she want some fruit? Half-eaten fruit? Not a very nice gift. So these paintings, if I can look a little closer, there's like two girls playing with the cans and a string, like telephone. This looks like a picture of a wedding. And this is also like a wedding in front of the church outside. Or maybe this house outside. This was like switches back here. I don't think I should go to the door yet. It's probably just gonna say it's locked. Oh, forgot to put my characters in the room. Okay, we got our 2 characters. And I guess they'll just be taking turns. It doesn't really matter though, because I'm just playing as one. I don't know why this butter tray is really sticking out to me. Yeah, maybe I'll just go to the butter tray. I'll put this guy here. 501.
The butter dish is decorated with a unique design. As you open it, you discover a small butter knife. Take adventure card 11.
All right. Greasy butter knife. Okay, add this to my inventory. It's probably gonna get very messy here. You know what, I'm just gonna fold these up and just say about the butter knife. Okay, her turn. Let's go to the fruit. 601.
To your disappointment, the bowl of fruit has been almost completely consumed. Only a single lemon lies next to a folded cloth napkin. Take adventure cards 16 and 28.
All right, 16, 28. I got the cloth napkin and juicy lemon. Would she like a lemon? It doesn't seem like there's a limit, so I'm going to search this box of switches. 701.
The box holds the light switches for the various rooms on the ground floor of the hotel. Is NPC 94 on this location card? If so, read entry 288. Otherwise, read entry 731.
Uh-oh. Did I make a mistake? Did I read it too early? Well, she's there, so 288. She's probably gonna think I'm snooping or something.
Madame Fleurot sees the way you are looking at the light switch. She marches over to you and says assertively, "Please don't play around with that. We really don't want the lights to go out again."
Whoops. I guess we can't do that yet. I don't want to give her a lemon. She might get mad. She's already mad at me. Let's go to 401. The children.
This photo shows 2 girls in the hotel garden. They have tied 2 tin cans together with a piece of string and are playing telephone. The plaque under the picture reads, "Children playing in hotel garden, 1874.
Let me make a quick note of that. I'm taking notes on the side here. Let's just move him to 301.
This photograph shows the dining room. It is full of guests dressed in the elegant attire of the 1870s. Over the dinner table, a large banner is hung with the words, "Congratulations on your marriage." Are you Jack? If so, read entry 331.
Dang it, I'm not Jack. Jack was the chef. Okay, can't do anything. She will look at this last portrait. 201.
The photo on the wall shows the hotel bell tower before the fire. In front of the hotel, a large, festively clad wedding party has assembled. Under the picture is a plaque that reads as follows: "The wedding of Monsieur Lucien F. and Madame Gerson P. 1872.
Okay, I'm just going to take a note of this as well. That was 2 years before the children photo. Oh, did I miss the middle photos? What the plaque said? Oh, it doesn't say what the plaque says under. I might as well check the door. I think it was his turn. Not that it matters.
The double door has no bolt, no keyhole, nothing. You should actually just have to press against it, but it won't budge an inch.
Okay. Should I try combining the knife with the napkin? Because it says greasy butter knife. Maybe I can clean it up. Yes? Sure. Let's try 1116.
You wipe off the butter knife with the napkin. Much better. Now you can hold it without getting butterfingers. Put adventure card 11 back in the box. Take adventure card 17.
Okay, so back in the box means like out of play. And 17. Clean butter knife. So I still have the cloth, which should be a greasy cloth now. And now should I try cutting the lemon? Sure, let's try cutting the lemon. So 1728.
Why do you want to cut the lemon into quarters? For a drink? Then you will have to divide that number further.
Wait, why do you want to cut the lemon into quarters? For a drink, then you will have to divide that number further. Oh gosh, do I have to do math? But I don't have anything to make a drink either. Okay, what's 1728 divided by 4? Divided by 4. 4, 3, 2. Okay. 4, 3, 2. Ah, no entry. Actually, I'm gonna move this stuff out here because we don't really need it. Move this here so I have more space. Guess I can try to give her the lemon. Sure, 2894. She's gonna get mad at me.
Do you consider that an appropriate gift? Asks Madame Fleurot, and makes a face as if she's already bitten into the lemon.
I kind of knew that was gonna happen. What are these markings? The same marking. Okay, I wouldn't combine the napkin with the knife again, but I can combine items with the locations as well. What would I use the knife for? Here, I can give her the knife. Is that a nice gift? How about that? 1794.
Madame Fleurot wrinkles her nose. Was that knife not cleared away? Well, at least it's clean. But what am I supposed to do with it?
Okay, let's give her the napkin. Okay, no entry. I thought I was supposed to cut this lemon. What if we put the knife back in the butter holder? No. Of course not. I can try the napkin with the lemon. I don't know. No entry. Butter knife and door. How about that?
Gripping it tightly, you ram the knife into the crack of the door and push against it with all your might. The other guests gather around you and urge you on. This is going to make you quite the hero. Oh no, the silver blade bends and you slip and land on your rear end. Somebody behind you giggles. How embarrassing. If you want to get the door open, you will probably need a stronger type of metal.
Okay. Stronger type of metal, eh? I really want to get to these switches, but it said I can't do anything when she's there. What if I combine the knife and the switches?
Is the situation here getting on your nerves so badly that you want to distract yourself with an electric shock? Silver is conductive, so you better not use it to poke around in the fuses.
How about we throw lemon in there then? Okay. What if she like a prism? What if I gave her a prism? How about that? 54.94.
Oh, I heard something about that in physics class once. You can use a focused ray of light and a prism to create some interesting effects, I think, says Madame Fleurot.
Okay. You want a protractor?
Madame Fleurot ponders the set square thoughtfully. Of course, you are an architect, correct? The architect who checked to see if the building was still stable after the fire. He also had something like that. Very appropriate for this old building and its numerous odd angles.
Okay, I need to look up a hint. Okay, I had to look up a hint. So last time I tried the butter knife on the door, it wouldn't work. And it said you needed a stronger metal. So we have these metal key tags. So let's try 55.
Is there a check mark next to 101? If so, read entry 161. Otherwise, read entry 261.
Okay, no check mark. So I believe they always instruct you when to place these tokens on. But I haven't been instructed, so no check mark. 261.
The door doesn't even have a keyhole for you to stick your room key into, but the large metal tag on the keyring looks pretty solid. Do you think you can use it to pry open the door? The tag does in fact fit perfectly into the crack of the door, and you push forcefully against it. Indeed, the door starts to budge, but unfortunately not enough. You simply have too little leverage. Do you think it might work if somebody were to help you? Turn your room key card face down. You won't be able to use it for anything else until an entry tells you that you can turn it over again. Place a check next to location card 101.
Okay, so I use that, and now we have a check. I don't even know whose turn it is anymore. Let's both go there and use the other card. Okay, 57.
Is there a check mark next to 101? If so, read entry 161. Otherwise, read entry 261.
Okay, 161.
Using 2 metal key tags jammed into the crack of the door, the two of you working together get enough leverage to pull forcefully. After some strenuous effort, the door swings open with a groan. But as you study the door to find out what might have wedged it shut, you see nothing. Very puzzling. You retrieve the keys which had fallen to the floor. Uncover all the adventure cards that you previously had to keep face down. Mark location 101 with a check. Place location card B face up to the right of location card A. Read entry B.
Nice. So we made it to the next room. Actually, we don't need this because we're using the app. And we have location B. Ooh. So first order of business, we need to read location card B.
The hotel lobby is done in a magnificent Art Nouveau style. On the left, a spiral staircase leads up to the guest rooms, 107. The guest book lies open on the reception counter, 207. In a cupboard next to it, the room keys are sorted into their cubbyholes, 307. The main entrance to the hotel, 407, is across from there. Next to the entrance is an old piano, 507, with a bust on it, 607. To the right, a short hallway leads to the hotel bar, 707. The lobby is illuminated by a richly decorated chandelier, 807. As you enter the lobby, a cowering figure peeps out from behind the reception desk and slowly rises. It's Monsieur Jerome, the concierge. His entire body is trembling. Did you hear those spooky noises? And then the dining room door slammed shut, just like that, and then the front door too? What is going on here? As she hears his voice, Madame Fleureau calls from the dining room. Jerome, you cowardly fool, why aren't you helping us get out of here? Take NPC 95 and place him face up on location card B.
95. Jerome. Maybe let's check out this guest book.
The old leather-bound guest book stretches back decades. You leaf through the pages and try to imagine who these people were who spent the night here. On one page, you come across some interesting sounding names and decide to write them down. Take adventure card 15.
All right, finally a card. Names from the guest book. July 1870. Florian Bisset, Gersand Paulette, Vladimir Kinsky. Okay. What else? Maybe she can check the keys over here. 307.
Is NPC 95 on this location card? If so, read entry 437. Otherwise, read entry 337.
Darn. So he is there. 437.
You eye the keys on the shelf with great interest. Too conspicuously, alas, Monsieur Jerome notices where you are looking and says, Excusez-moi, these keys are in my care and must remain here. You may do whatever you want with your own key, of course.
Let's go check out this bust. 607.
The marble bust shows the head of a man. The plaque on the base reads Sir Hugo Bernard, 1771 to 1849, founder of the Abaddon Hotel. Are you Yolanda? If so, read entry 637.
Darn. Well, I can be Yolanda, so I'm just gonna move there too and read 637. So I think it said her great grandmother helped design or build the house. So who is Hugo Bernard?
It's a shame that your great-grandmother's bust isn't here as well. The plan for the hotel originally came from her, even if Sir Bernard officially hired her husband for that. At that time, the start of the 19th century, women simply weren't in the public eye. According to your mother, great-grandma often told how she integrated the remains of an older building into the new one. A very unusual building with a strange floor plan, she had said, and added that she immediately sensed a special connection to this place. What could she have meant by that? Wouldn't it be exciting to find out more? Take adventure card M7.
Ooh, okay. I would like to find out more. All right. M7, Yolanda's mission. The hotel has a very interesting architectural history, incorporating significantly older building sections. Find out when and how the original building was established. This cannot be exchanged. Okay, so we have this side mission. Next, how about we look at this piano, 507.
On closer inspection, the piano turns out to be a pianola, a mechanical piano that plays all by itself. If you insert a roll of sheet music, it will play a song for you.
This doesn't look like sheet music. Okay, I will put question mark there because I need to come back with sheet music. Let's check out the chandelier.
The magnificent chandelier above you has 3 candle holders, one in the shape of a goat, one like a fish, and one like a bird. Somehow, though, the slender white candles inserted into them do not quite match the ornate fixture.
It's got to do something here too. So the candles weren't originally there. I noticed in the back here too, there's some symbols under each bell. Okay, well, why don't we check the rest of the locations? Let's go 107.
This old spiral staircase leads to the guest rooms on the upper floor. Place location card D face down above location card A. Make sure that the small triangle symbol in the lower center of location card D is lying directly above the top left corner of location card A. Then, face down in a row to the right of location card D, place location card E, then F, and finally G. Then turn over any location cards D, E, F, G for which you have the room keys. From now on, any open rooms D, E, F, G are accessible to all characters. Just be sure to read the corresponding entries the first time you walk in.
Okay, that was a lot. Let's see. So first place D, face down above A. Okay, so we gotta move this around. Above A. Make sure the small triangle symbol in the lower center of D is lying directly above the top left corner of location card A. Top left corner. Then face down in a row to the right of D, place E, F, G. Turn over any locations for which you have. So we'll turn over F and G. Okay, had to make a little more space there. All right, we're kind of messy right now, but I think we're good. Wow, we still got a lot of stuff to do. Maybe we'll just check this door really quick on 407.
The large entrance door to the hotel won't budge an inch in spite of your most strenuous efforts. It almost seems like an invisible force is holding it shut. So for now, at least, you are trapped inside the hotel.
Okay, fine. All right, why don't we just go to our room then? You can go to his room and we'll go to F.
Fascinatingly, the dimly lit room is completely decorated in green. On the left wall, there is a desk with a drawer, 110, and a pull cord hanging over it, 210. At the far end, there is a freestanding enameled bathtub, 310. There's a table along the right wall covered with various objects, 410, with a wastepaper basket in front of it, 510.
Well, as he's in his room, why don't we just both go to the room? She can look at the wastebasket. 510.
In the wastebasket, all you find is an empty tin can. Take adventure card 21.
More items. Empty can of olives. Okay, great. And it has this same symbol on it. I don't know what that means. Just going to keep them together for now. All right, he can go over to this desk over here, 110.
As you open the desk drawer, you find, what a surprise, pens and paper, along with something else. How did that get in there? Take adventure card 37.
We know that these cards are supposed to be split among like 4 people. Magic wand with the squiggly mark too. Let's go to this table, 410.
There's all sorts of stuff on the table. The only interesting thing is an odd little cup with a metallic sheen. Take adventure card 10.
Jigger, 2 shots. Oh, this is to give her a drink. 2 shots, take the second number. 1 shot, take the first number. 1/4, divide by 4. Okay. I'm just gonna keep that here too. Let's just keep exploring the room. Do I want to pull this? Not yet. Let's check the tub. 310.
This bathtub is definitely one of the coolest fixtures in all the guest rooms. You open the faucet and lovely warm water comes out. A hot bath is awfully tempting, but right at this moment, you have something more important to do.
Right, like pulling this rope. 210.
This type of pull cord is normally connected to a bell for ringing room service. Do you want to pull on it? If so, read entry 243.
Yes, because that will make him go up here, and then we can look at those keys at 307. So 243.
As you pull on the cord, you wonder whether anyone can hear the ringing. Is NPC 95 on location card B? If yes, place him face up on location card F.
So I'll move him to 307.
Is NPC 95 on this location card? If so, read entry 437. Otherwise, read entry 337.
Okay, 337.
Monsieur Jerome is not here at the moment. There's your opportunity. Without further ado, you take all the keys remaining on the shelf. If they are available, take adventure cards 14, 51, 53, 55, and 57. Turn over any of the location cards D, E, F, and G that are still face down.
Okay. This is a lot. I'm guessing these are the keys. Small key, yeah, and the other 2 room keys. And keep the room keys together in a small stack. Keep that there, and let's flip these over. Ooh. Another room. Oh, there's a picture on this one. Oh, it looks kind of creepy though. It's kind of far, so I'm gonna scoot it over a little bit. Okay, now what to do? I feel like there's so much to do. Maybe we can just explore this room first, because we had that open. So let's take her, and let's read G.
As soon as you enter, you are overwhelmed by the opulent decor. The floor is covered with colored tiles, 114. There's a dressing table behind the bed, 214. The luxurious silk curtain over the window is pulled half open, 314. On the wall next to it, there is a single shelf full of bottles, 414. Under that is a radio, 514, on a dresser.
All right, let's bring them in there and let's look at this floor.
As you look more closely at the floor, you see that the tiles form a pattern, a peacock. All of a sudden, you feel strange, as if a great weight were pressing on you from above. Fortunately, the feeling passes after a moment.
Is there something above us? Don't know. Let's check out this dresser, 214.
The dressing table must have helped countless guests style their hair for a party or put on makeup. Does your character have adventure card M4? If so, read entry 244.
We do not have adventure card M4. Let's go to this radio.
As you turn on the radio, you hear a deep click from the knob. First it hisses and whistles, and then you hear some lively jazz music. After a few seconds, the music is interrupted by a news announcement. We have just received this breaking news. A landslide has made the road north from the town of Fontaine impassable. Traffic is being diverted. The northern suburbs of Fontaine are cut off from the outside world, as is the Hotel Abaddon. You turn off the radio. Great. What next?
Great, indeed. So we're stuck. Let's just look at this shelf up here.
There's nothing but empty bottles on the shelf. On closer inspection, you notice that one of them is still about half full. Take adventure card 42.
Always look. Bottle of rum for our drink. All right. Let's put that with the jigger and the lemon. Gotta even get some recipe too. I don't know. And last but not least, this door.
You pull the silk curtain to the side. Behind it, there is a window with a view into an overgrown garden. Nothing special. But behind the curtain, you see a cord that disappears up into the ceiling. This type of pull cord is normally connected to a bell for ringing room service. Do you want to pull on it? If so, read entry 344.
I think it's just to get him over there, but sure, why not?
As you pull on the cord, you wonder if anyone can hear the ringing. Is NPC 95 on location card B? If so, place him face up on location card G.
Okay, well, no, because we already moved him. Okay, let's go to the other rooms. To take her, let's go to E. Maybe we can split up this time. Or maybe not.
This Art Nouveau style room is dimly lit. Above a minibar 106 hangs an interesting picture 206. On the back wall of the room, there is a window 306. A pull cord dangles over the bedside table 406. All of a sudden, you hear a strange gurgling sound coming from under the bed 506.
Okay, and it looks like something frozen over down there. Okay, I'm definitely gonna check that out with him. 506.
As you approach the bed, everything is quiet. You kneel down and look beneath it, but you can't see anything in the darkness. Do you want to reach blindly under the bed? If so, read entry 536.
No, I don't. And I don't have a flashlight. I do have a glass prism. I could try this. Nah, I haven't been using any of my items yet. Let's come back to that. I'll put a question mark there. And let's go to this bar.
Between the various open bottles, you actually manage to find one that is still unopened. Take adventure card 31.
Vermouth. All right, we're definitely making some cocktail. Get that with the lemon. There we go. Let's check out this painting. I thought it looked weird. Like the twins from The Shining or something.
The picture is a painting of two girls who look a lot alike, apparently twin sisters. Are you Susan? If so, read entry 236.
Dang it, we don't have Susan. Let's go to this back window.
The window, which has a decorative pattern composed of individual panes of glass, cannot be opened. You can see the hotel garden through the panes of glass, along with the entrance to the famous hedge labyrinth. You'd really like to explore it if you have the chance.
Also like The Shining. Okay, maybe we'll find a flashlight. Let's go to this room over here. So I can read D.
This must be the oldest guest room in the hotel. It definitely hasn't been updated in a long time. A gigantic mirror dominates the room, 103. Under that is an old dresser, 203. Next to the bed hangs a thick pull cord, 303. Next to that, there's an old bookshelf, 403, against the wall, with a massive metal safe built into a recess beneath it, 503.
We have a key here. Let's take her. Let's look in the mirror.
At first glance, the mirror seems perfectly normal, but as you gaze into it, you discover something extraordinary. Are you Susan? Read entry 133. Are you Jack? Read entry 153. Are you? Read entry 173. Are you Yolanda? Read entry 193.
All right, we are Yolanda.
A construction site. It's raining. Construction workers are lowering a solid foundation stone into a trench. Suddenly, the perspective changes and you see the construction site from above. The foundation walls form an odd shape, almost like a star. Then you find yourself standing in front of the mirror again, and everything has returned to normal. So that's what your great-grandmother meant by the strange floor plan.
Okay, so according to Yolanda's mission, find out when and how the building was established. How? I mean, it was built like a star. Let's go try to open this safe. Let's go to 503 first.
The big wall safe made of thick metal looks awfully solid and old. Do you think something might still be inside it? The safe has a combination lock with a 4-digit code. If you know the code, you can now read the corresponding entry. If not, come back later and read the entry after you have the code.
Oh, okay. Just put a question mark there because we need the code. We have this note has a year 1870. I don't think that's the code. Okay, let's just check this down here, 203.
As you open the drawer, you find a somewhat unusual object. Take adventure card 68.
Black candle. Ooh. There's like a weird shape right there, like a cloud. I'll have him check up here, 403.
There's all sorts of stuff on the dusty shelf, but not much of interest. One of the books catches your eye, however. It's called The Popular New Sport Ghost Hunting. Are you you? If so, read entry 433. If not, you won't find the book very interesting.
We are you. Who is the occult author?
In no time, the book has you under its spell as you leaf through its pages. It tells the story of numerous ghost hunts that took place in the middle of the 19th century in Europe, one of them even in the Hotel Abaddon. Apparently, it had the reputation of being a place where you could communicate with the dead. What was the reason your father came here? Maybe you can find out as you research the secrets of the hotel. Take adventure card M6.
All right, you has his mission now. And that is Yu's mission. Your father had a fatal accident in this hotel. Maybe there's still some kind of link to him here. You would so dearly love to speak to him again. Make contact with your departed father. I think the last thing is this bed. So let's go 303.
This type of pull cord is normally connected to a bell for ringing room service. Do you want to pull on it? If so, read entry 323.
Nah, it's okay. I think I know what's gonna happen. Nothing. Okay, I want to go back here and try to use the prism with under the bed. So let's go 54 and 506. Do I need a candle? The black candle? And I have a small key, but I need a 4-digit combo for that safe. Maybe you can just start mixing this. 2 shots, take the second number. 1 shot, take the first number. 1/4, divide by 4. Okay. So I don't know which one I need 2 shots and 1 shot of. So I want to do 2 of this, so that's 2. 1 of this, that's 3. And then 28 divided by 4, 7. So 2, 3, 7.
You finally found the cocktail recipe and the required ingredients. That means that there's nothing else standing between you and a well-mixed Abaddon abyss. To preserve this valuable knowledge for posterity, you write down the entire recipe. Return adventure cards 28, 31, and 42 to the box. Take adventure card 22.
I just guessed which one to take 2 shots of. Was there something you were supposed to tell me? Oh well, maybe you could have made either way, right? Return these and take 22. It also said to write down the recipe I used. Here's our drink. Oh, it's the recipe. Okay. Thought I was gonna get a drink. Great. Ah, man, I want to see what happens if I do the other way. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna see what happens. Okay, so if I did 2 of vermouth, that's 1. 1, 4, 7. Oh. Okay, so I would have tried and then nothing would have happened. Okay, what do I do with this recipe? Empty can. Oh, they were playing telephone with cans. Do I have to make it? Maybe I can just try with this. Who was I? Let's go take her here and do 21401. Nothing. Great. Okay, magic wand. Still have this. Black candle. What if I combine it with these candles? Just take him here. 807. No, 68. 807.
If you want to replace the candles in the chandelier with some black ones, you'll need 3 of them. Do you want to do that? If so, read entry SSTTUU. Here, SS is the number of the candle that you want to insert into the goat-shaped holder. TT is the number of the candle that you want to insert into the fish-shaped candle holder. And UU is the number of the candle that goes into the bird-shaped holder.
Okay, so we need 3 candles. Let's put a question mark here. Okay, I feel like I explored everything. And now I have all these items that I have no idea what to do with. A small key. What? Did anything need a key? I need to get her out of here. Can I give her the recipe? How about, yeah, we just give her the recipe. Make your own drink.
Do you seriously think that our situation would improve with a cocktail? Snaps Madame Fleurot.
What do you want? Oh, what if I do the napkin with the wand? It's like a magic trick, right? What if we try 1870 for the passcode? It was her turn now. Nope. Oh, I noticed now there's symbols here. And also on this card are symbols. So I guess it just denotes which bell it rings. Yeah, this symbol. This one is there too, but we're missing. This is the circle one. There's a spade one that I haven't seen yet. There's a spade one. I don't know. I need to get her out of this room. What do I give her? You want some olives? Can of empty olives? How about the key? I'll give you a small key. How about that? You can figure out what to do with it. Nope. Does this guy? Oh, I wasn't even there. Whoops. Okay. Maybe ask him. Do you know what this key is for?
Where did you get this key? Asks Monsieur Jerome with astonishment. Anyway, I'd better return it to its proper place. Mix adventure card 14 back into the stack.
Oh no. I wasn't supposed to show him. It's okay. I mean, if I put it back, I'll just go back to 307 and get it again. So I'm just going to keep it. Okay, let's ask her about the black candle.
Madame Fleurot arches her eyebrows. A black candle? You don't seriously believe that you can use that to ward off ghosts, do you?
Don't know. Let's see what the bellhop says.
Monsieur Jerome eyes the candles suspiciously. Judging by the size, they might fit in our chandelier, but I refuse to have a creepy black candle like that here.
Where can I find 2 other candles? I think I explored everything. Oh, what if he looks in the mirror? I don't know whose turn it was, but I think I just had her look in the mirror, so I'll have him look in the mirror.
At first glance, the mirror seems perfectly normal, but as you gaze into it, you discover something extraordinary. At first, you only see your normal reflection, but then you discover a face in the reflection of the window. Your father's face. He seems to be watching you with a slight smile. You quickly turn around, but there's nobody at the window.
Dang, that's it. I'm stumped. Okay. I was looking up some hints and it reminded me that when you want to talk to an NPC, you're supposed to put the letter and then the number. So actually, let me go talk to him in this room.
What can I do for you? Oh, you don't need anything? Well, in that case, I will return to my post, says Monsieur Jerome. Are you you? If so, read entry 610. If not, place NPC 95 face up on location card B.
Sure, I'll be you. Let's do 610.
Just as he's about to leave, Monsieur Jerome notices the prism in your hand. I have seen an odd glass object like that before, he comments pensively. Oh yes, I remember now. We had an old Chinese gentleman as a guest, and he had something like it. I think he did some strange things here. One evening, I walked by this room, and it sounded like he was holding a séance. That frightened me so badly that I ran straight back to the reception desk, which is where I better go right now. Place NPC 95 face up on location card B.
Okay. So this was used for some seance. Take a note of that. Well, now, let's just take him to every room. I'm gonna do this and pretend like I rang the thing and he's there, and now let's do that. And might as well put them both in here.
What can I do for you? Oh, you don't need anything? Well, in that case, I will return to my post, says Monsieur Jerome. Are you Susan? If so, read entry 614. If not, place NPC 95 face up on location card B.
This is Susan's room. Okay, is this one Yolanda's room? Let's just try that. We'll do the same thing. We'll get him here and we'll talk to him in this room.
What can I do for you? Oh, you don't need anything? Okay, then I'll return to my post, says Monsieur Jerome. Are you Jack? If so, read entry 706. If not, place NPC 95 face up on location card B.
That was Jack's room? Okay, whatever. Now we'll do D.
What can I do for you? Oh, you don't need anything? Okay, then I'll return to my post, says Monsieur Jerome. As he leaves, he adds, It's really a strange thing about this room. Sometimes the bell rings even though nobody is staying here. Place NPC 95 face up on location card B.
Nothing happened. Oh, now he's back there. Now I'm just wondering if I do this and the mirror.
As you hold your prism up to the mirror, a reflected ray of light falls upon it. Suddenly, the inside of the prism lights up in all imaginable colors, and a patch of illuminated rainbow appears on the wall behind you. Pretty and fascinating. It's no wonder that prisms are used in rituals all over the world, especially in seances. Nothing more happens here, though. Maybe you need a different kind of light.
Oh, a black light for the code. Right? I don't have anything. I have the black candle. I can't light it up though. Let's just try. Let's try 68 and the mirror. Nothing. Okay. So I realized that I haven't gone here to 707, which is to the bar.
If you walk along this hallway, you will get to the hotel bar. Take location card C and place it face up to the right of location card B. Set your figure on location card C. Read entry C.
Boom. All right. Let's read C.
The fancifully decorated hotel bar is dimly lit. To your left, a muted conversation trickles out from a sheltered alcove. 111. A bartender is manning the bar. 211. There is a large doorway arch. 311. Built into the opposite wall. The bar is equipped with comfortable lounge chairs. 411. And low tables. The table at the back has an interesting shape. 511. You can just make out a small box in a dark corner. 611.
Let's check out these chairs here.
You take a seat on the armchair in order to soak up the atmosphere. You notice that you seem to have sat on something. It's an old newspaper left behind by another guest. Take adventure card 30.
All right. Magician astonishes spectators. The mysterious entertainer known as Maximilian the Great has been amazing audiences everywhere on his European tour. Recently, in the famous Grand Hotel Abaddon, he presented his newest magical item, a magic wand capable of levitating anything made out of copper. Skeptics wonder whether the entire act is nothing but a trick. Okay, so now we know what to use the magic wand for. I don't know if we've seen anything copper. Okay, let's go to these tables here.
As you take a closer look at the table, you notice that its panel is fashioned out of a single block of stone. Remarkable. And there seems to be a shallow pattern etched into the panel. You can make out 3 lines, but what specific shape they make is not yet quite clear to you.
A triangle? Oh, is this for the prism? No, this is 4 lines on the base, or square. Oh, here we go. This. Okay, let's just combine this.
The lines in the table match your set square perfectly. Fascinated, you hold it over the table and now see more patterns there. What on earth does it mean? Does your character have adventure card M7?
Yes.
If so, read entry 534.
Okay, 534.
These engravings must have something to do with the construction of the hotel. Are they stonemason's marks? Or is it an architectural sketch? Or could it be that the stone table is as old as the building itself? You study the scratches more closely and copy down their shape. Take adventure card 25.
Let me guess. A star. Oh. Strange engraving. There seems to be something missing. Once you have solved the riddle of the engraving, read the corresponding entry. Is this like our first puzzle? Okay, we'll come back to this. Let's just explore the rest of the room. I remember there was like whispers over here. Let's go to 111.
You walk to the alcove, expecting to find more hotel guests behind the screen, but there's nobody there. Nevertheless, you still hear a muffled conversation. The sounds seem to be coming through the wall, but that can't be. It's an outer wall, with no room behind it. How strange. If only you could hear the conversation more clearly. Do you think you can find a way to amplify the sounds?
Amplify the sounds. This can, of course. Take her there. Exchange item. 21. 111.
You eagerly press the empty tin can against the wall and hold your ear up to it. Yes, now you can hear the conversation much better. You can differentiate 2 whispering voices that are almost masked by classical piano music. You can just manage to understand what they're saying. We never should have locked the door to the bell tower. But that was the only way to keep these things from getting out. And what if we have to ring the bell? Don't worry, there is a secret stairway from one of the rooms. All you have to do is press the peacock into the floor with something heavy. What a puzzling conversation. Suddenly the voices change, as if they're speaking directly to you. Hey, what are you doing there? This is a private conversation. I hope you like the dark. With that, the room suddenly turns pitch black. Place location card C back in the location card stack. Replace it with location card H face down. Replace it with location card H face up in the same location. Then take all characters and tokens that were previously on location card C and place them on location card H. Read entry H.
Oh no. I should have checked the other stuff first. Okay, so it says put this back. Put this. Ooh. It's all spooky looking. And I see the triangle there. Okay, you were here, you were here. Alright, I guess I can just keep going. 304. Oh, and they said the secret room, this peacock, and we need a heavy item. I don't think I have a heavy item yet. So we'll put question mark here. Now, 304.
Practically blind, you feel your way along to the opposite wall and stretch out your hand to the walled-off archway. As you touch it, a sharp pain shoots through your hand like an electric shock, and a terrifying voice echoes through your head. Do not enter.
Oh no. Okay. 604. I guess we're in the dark. What's the point?
You carefully grope your way along towards the rear corner of the bar. Did you feel something sharp in the darkness just now? Take adventure card 13 if you do not have it yet.
I don't. Yellow rose. Oh, this will be a nice gift for her. Okay, let's try to go talk to the bartender first. In the dark.
In the dark, you feel your way along to the counter of the bar and address the bartender. His outline seems more slender than before, and his voice sounds completely different. "Hello, would you like to try an Abaddon Abyss? I just invented the cocktail. I believe I've created something pretty tasty, if I do say so myself." As the bartender mixes your drink, you see a slip of paper lying on the counter with the recipe written on it. You quickly write it down. Just in time, the bartender turns back to you and offers you the glass, but as you reach for it, your hand passes right through. Take adventure card 20.
Ooh, it's a ghost. I guess we figured out the drink because we were supposed to be able to go to this bar first. Yeah, I mean, we already solved this. I guess from this picture, you could figure it out. But if you did it the other way, it said no entry. So now what do I do with this? It didn't say to throw away 20. But you know what? It's okay. Let's show him this. Let's show the bartender this recipe. 22204. I don't even know who I am anymore.
The bartender looks at the recipe with surprise. Strange, that looks almost exactly the same as a recipe for a cocktail I just invented.
It is the same. Okay, I want the lights on. Let's look here now that it's dark because it shows like this glowing triangle now.
In the darkness, the engravings on the table actually seem to glow. When viewed from the right perspective, they form a long triangle. You extend your hand to feel the lines, but your hand passes right through the tabletop.
Okay. Let's try to set square now.
The illuminated lines in the table match your set square perfectly. Fascinated, you hold it over the table and see that a strange design has emerged in the triangle on the table. What on earth does it mean? Does your character have adventure card M7? If so, read entry 534.
I think this was the same as before. I'm just gonna double check. Pretty sure I read this already.
These engravings must have something to do with the construction of the hotel. Are they stonemason's marks? Or is it an architectural sketch? Or could it be?
Okay, so we already got that. And let's see what they say now. Let's go to 104. Talk to them again.
You carefully feel your way along the direction where you remember the alcove with the screen to be. There is no longer any conversation there. Instead, you now hear ghostly screams, so close that it's as if someone was standing right next to you. You grope cautiously in that direction, but there's nobody there.
Yikes, that's creepy. Okay, what did we get? We just got this. I'm supposed to solve this? There seems to be something missing. Oh, we got this too. Okay, let's have him give her the yellow rose. So let's do 1394. Surely this has to be it.
What? A rose for me? Asks Madame Fleurot, and her eyes light up. Thank you so much. It's a little wilted, but more than I have received from the other guests. I'd better put it in a vase right away. Maybe I can find one in the hotel bar. With that, she leaves the room. Put adventure card 13 back in the box. If location card C is in the game, place NPC 94 on location card C. If, on the other hand, location card H is in the game, place NPC 94 on location card H.
All right. And you're gone. Now we can inspect this box. Let's go 701.
The box holds the light switches for the various rooms on the ground floor of the hotel. Is NPC 94 on this location card? If so, read entry 288. Otherwise, read entry 731.
All right, 731.
Now that Madame Fleurot is out of the way, you can examine the light switches in peace. One of them is labeled bar. Do you want to flip this light switch? Read entry 761.
Yes, I do.
Is location card H in the game? If so, read entry 791. Otherwise, read entry 339.
791.
The switch moves upward, clicks into place, and the light comes back on in the bar. The room suddenly looks like just before, as if the light had never gone out. Place location card H back into the stack, and place location card C face up in its previous place. All tokens and characters that were on location card H are moved to location card C.
All right. Now, Let's go talk to the bartender in here, because I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
The bartender is standing behind the bar, polishing a few glasses. He seems a little depressed. As you ask him about the speciality of the house, he sobs and says, "Actually, today is the day that the head bartender, old Monsieur Leblanc, is supposed to regale our guests with the famous Abaddon Abyss cocktail. But he called in sick today, and unfortunately, he is the only one who knows how to mix that cocktail. Well, all I can offer you is some wine or spirits."
You're in luck, pal, because I got it. So 2, 2, 2, 1, 1.
As you pass the cocktail recipe to the bartender, his eyes light up. "I don't know how you found that, but it's exactly what I need. You are a real pal. The next Abaddon Abyss is on the house. And you know what? Sometimes I let my buddies have a look in the old wine cellar here. It's really fascinating. If you're interested, I'd be happy to show you the way down." You nod, and he opens a trapdoor in the floor behind the bar. In the opening, you see a wooden stairway leading down into the dark. Place location card I face up beneath location card C. Make sure that the small triangle symbol at the bottom center of location card C lies directly above the upper left corner of location card I. Set your figure on location card I. Read entry I.
All right. I do want to talk to her in this room, but I'm going to do this. Ooh. Before we read I do want to talk to her here. And we have some locations we haven't checked out yet. Dang, but it said to go there. Okay, I'll go to I.
The stairway leads into a dimly lit cellar. The stone walls, the arched ceiling, and the stone slabs on the floor give an impression of great age. In a corner, you see a stack of wooden barrels, 108. Racks on the wall hold old bottles of wine, 208, and dusty stacks of paper are piled on a shelf, 308. One stone slab on the floor stands out from the others, 408, near the stone wall to your right, 508.
All right. I hope you guys can see this. First, I'm going to talk... Well, actually, I'm going to check out this one, 611. See if it's any different than when I was in the dark.
You bravely venture into the dark corner of the bar. There is a yellow rose lying on the box. As you pick it up, the bartender smirks in your direction. Go for it. The ladies love things like that. Take adventure card 13.
Okay, same thing. We already got that. And what about this door? Still gonna get shocked?
The archway is walled off with bricks. As the bartender notices your interest, he calls you over to him. This used to be the way to the old, burned-out bell tower. It was never repaired, and for reasons of safety, it was simply closed off.
But there's also... Oh, the secret passage is here in the peacock room. Okay, let's talk to her in this room. So I'm going to do C94.
Madame Fleureau is looking through the shelves behind the bar. As you address her, she responds gruffly. "Not now. I'm busy. There must be a vase around here somewhere." The bartender rolls his eyes.
Okay, so she needs a vase. Let's go down here. I want to check out this floor because it looks like the other piece to this puzzle.
There is something scratched into the stone floor. As you look closer, though, it just seems to be a few interesting lines. Not too exciting. Does your character have adventure card M7? If so, read entry 438.
We do. 438.
Those aren't just scratches. They are precisely engraved lines. They must have some significance. Could they be a stonemason's marks? Or might they mean something about the foundation of the hotel? You decide to look into it more closely, and you sketch yourself a copy. Take adventure card 38.
Bam! Okay. What side is, do I combine the two? Is it like this? Oh, 178. Yeah, 178.
As you combine your two drawings of the engravings, you suddenly notice a few words written in Latin along the edges. Fascinating. There's certainly a lot more to figure out here. Put adventure card 25 and 38 back in the box. Take adventure card 59 and read it out loud.
All right. The foundation stone was laid in the year when Abbot Roget assumed office. Okay, you found these words written in Latin after you saw the riddle. So the stone table was indeed fashioned from a piece of the monastery's foundation stone, which was already here long before the hotel was established. Do I need this stone? Put it on the floor over there. In the year when Abbot Roget resumed office. Let me go back to this bust.
The marble bust shows the head of a man.
Oh no, that's Hugo Bernard. Okay, let's continue looking here. Let's see what's in these barrels.
The old barrels are all empty. One of the containers, however, is different from the others. A copper barrel. It is large and pretty heavy. With a little effort, though, you should be able to pick it up and carry it. Take adventure card 18.
Oh, did we just get it already? Oh, okay. Let's combine these two.
You excitedly tap the copper barrel with your magic wand. To your surprise, it starts to levitate and hangs suspended in the air at eye level. Apparently the wand's magic can make copper turn weightless. What could you use that for? Right at the moment, this floating barrel isn't helping you much, although you could transport it like that. So you tap it again with your wand, and it drops with a loud boing to the floor again.
Okay, I need this in this room. How do I enter that? Okay, let's come back to this. First, let's explore this. 308.
The stacks consist of old documents reaching back decades. You leaf through a few of them. They seem to be mostly accounting records for food deliveries. Does your character have adventure card M5? If so, read entry 338.
Nope, that is for the cook. Let's go look at these bottles here.
So many old bottles in the hotel, and in this wine rack as well. You briefly ponder treating yourself to a hefty swig, but then you notice the yellowed labels. Chateau Le Pleur, 1853. Le Picrat, 1868. Some of these bottles are over 70 years old, so unless they've turned to vinegar, they must be worth quite a lot. You'd better not take any. Oddly, one of the bottles is missing a cork.
I don't have a cork. No. Okay, let's check out this wall.
The right wall of the cellar is made of massive stone. Nothing to see here. Keep going. Don't stand still.
Okay. Let's try to do this. If I go here and try to put the barrel and the location, does that work?
With a considerable amount of effort, you manage to drag the empty copper barrel into the center of the tile design and set it down with a thud. Something rumbles under the tiles, but apart from that, nothing happens. Apparently, there is some kind of mechanism in the floor here, but the barrel is not heavy enough to trigger it.
This is not heavy enough. Did I put the wand? No. Okay, I was stuck and I couldn't figure out how to fill this empty barrel. So apparently, I have to go here to the tub.
You use all your might to heave the copper barrel into the bathtub so you can fill it with water. So far, so good. Unfortunately, the copper barrel is now much too heavy to lift. Put adventure card 18 back in the box. Take adventure card 46, read it out loud, and place it above location card F.
Okay, 46. Copper barrel full of water. You cannot move this object from its present location, but you can combine it with other objects. So it would be up here. We're going to combine it with the wand. 37, 46.
As soon as the magic wand touches the copper barrel, it starts to float, water and all. Now you can push it along effortlessly in front of you. You have a suspicion, however, that the magic will end if you combine the floating barrel with just the right location. Put adventure card 46 back in the box. Take adventure card 47.
All right. Floating copper barrel. Now let's put this with 114.
As you stand on the tile peacock, You get this strange feeling again, as if a weight were pressing down on you. All of a sudden, the completely filled copper barrel falls to the ground with a loud thud. Phew, luckily it just missed your toe. A surge of water washes over your shoes. That doesn't bother you much though, because the barrel is pushing the tiles downward. With a mechanical clatter, a few of the tiles even start to sink into the floor. The barrel sinks with them until it comes to rest on the floor of a tunnel. It looks like you found the secret passage. You climb down a stone stairway, squeeze by the barrel, and find yourself standing in a corridor. There's a ladder leaning at its end. You look up the ladder and see that it reaches into the clock tower. You have finally found a way into it. Just as you're about to start climbing the ladder, an icy blast of wind hits you in the face. You look up in shock. 3 glowing ghosts are flying, screeching from the tower right at you. The hotel really does seem to be a haunted house. As you stumble back in terror, the ghosts fly past you and rush along the corridor and up into the hotel room. A shudder shakes you to your bones, and all you want to do is get out of here. Congratulations, you've successfully concluded Chapter 1. Put adventure cards M1 and 47 back in the box, along with location card H. If this is still displayed face up, replace it with location card C. Take adventure card X1 and read it out loud.
All right, that was it for chapter 1. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hope to see you next time.